Hey there, Sagittarius, Sun, Sagittarius, Moon, Sagittarius, Rising. Welcome to the What Do You Need to Know reading for the week of August 7th through the 15th. 15th, I'm making up dates, 13th. So I'm going to pull cards here to see what the themes are, what does Spirit want to talk to you about, and we're going to pull, do a 9-card spread over. These readings tend to evolve. So I stay with me. Multiple messages seem to be coming through. I never pull the same cards again. So check out Sun, Moon, and Rising. You may find different messages in each one. Okay. I want to encourage you to love your family. No matter what you think about what choices they're making, try to be try not to be judgy, because you know that I find that doesn't necessarily help. Okay, you have the card of the turkey. It says someone is behaving stupidly. And we have the seahorse, which says family matters. And so that's why I'm asking you to take a step back. The seahorse, I love the seahorse. The seahorse, it is the masculine that raises and nurtures the children. And so there is action, but it's action with sensitivity, right? So just because you think someone hasn't really got their stuff together, how can you help? Right? So we have something important such as a new job or a raise, right? So someone needs your support. There's something important going on. It could be something that's going on important for you, because we have the card of success. I love that. And the month here we have a September. So this is coming right at you, what's going on here. So Mercury, you guys, if you watch my channel, you know I'm an astrologer first and then I do this stuff. And so Mercury is stationing, it's already in shadow, and it stations retrograde on the 23rd, and it will spend September in retrograde and then in its shadow. It doesn't clear its shadow until October 18th. So I think it's important to note that paying attention to the details, because it says it's something important. Right? And so paying attention to the details is going to really matter here. That would help avoid making some kind of a critical error that might open you up to judgment. You have multiple cards that want to come out for the overall energy here. So let's see what that's about. So something around the community, movement, and home. Okay, so these are 3 areas, so one or all could impact you, right? So if it's a job change, your community will change. You may have to transfer or move. So for some of you, that could be what's going on. It could be that someone at work is being moved to another department. Now suddenly you have a new boss. It could be that you suddenly get moved to somebody and you're the new boss. The same boss. New boss, same as the old boss I just heard. So pay attention to that. Don't get fooled again. That's the next line in that, or it's a line. I don't even know who sings that song. New boss, same as the old boss. Don't get fooled again. So if you're having a new relationship, if you're having a new job, if you're having a new boss, there's something in your life, a shift or a change, because we have the card of movement, we have the card of community, and we have the card of the home, right? So this really seems like it could encompass all of these things. Something is different and changing. Look for patterns. Look for patterns. Pay attention to the details. In the area of paying attention to the details, we have the sun. And so the sun says pay attention to the details, shine a light on it, but it's a struggle to do that. So I almost feel like you're going to have to kind of look for the information. And how do you transform the situation? We have the mountain. So there feels like there's some obstacles, but what are the obstacles? Because we are going to refer back here to the card of happiness. All right, so finding the joy in the now moment helps you to navigate whatever is going on here. There's something happening, and there is a need to really to do that. We're going through some sort of a healing energy here. Something's shifting, something's changing. There was a change. We have the long-awaited change here as the key to the situation, and we have this, what do I need to do to make things better in my life in some significant way, right? But it's happening quickly because we have the card of September here, right? And so to bring the success in, it's going to be really important to pay attention to the details. In the area of resources, you have the key. And the key to the situation is the long way to change. So in the heart space, there's still some confusion. We have the clouds. Okay? So there's still some confusion. So I really want to encourage you to really tap in. The only way you get clarity in the heart space is to listen to your heart. The action to take, you have the anchor. Okay? So that means creating stability. Mountains are also about stable. They don't really move. So there's an arena of your life that you want to create stability in where there's been a lot of movement. The shifts is about movement. It doesn't necessarily mean movement, like it doesn't mean moving, but there is movement. This is a card of movement. And yet, all this movement is being surrounded by this need to create stability within the change. What I love is that this is the anchor in the area of what to take action in, and in the anchor spot, you have the card of the clover, of luck. There's some luck involved with what's going on here. It's like luck of the draw, right? Like, feels like the hand of fate's moving some things around here. So we have the card of rest, Star Maiden, right? There's a lot. It's like, things are shifting around outside of you. Can you be the eye in the storm? Can you create the stability right where you are? Can you stand in the center and not move for a minute, and let's see how things play out? And you don't have to wait that long because it's September, right? It's not that long. We have face your shadow. And to me, that means face your fears, but also because we have all these shadows, this energy, all this retrograde energy, where we're being asked to take a really good hard look, paying attention to the details. And the September one, it has all these trees, and they're really close together. And I know it's about the changing of the seasons, right? Leaves are coming off of them, things are shifting, and things are changing. Can you hold steady for a moment to allow the clouds to clear? I feel like you need to take a big pause without judgment, but with observation, because details are going to matter. It's going to be really hard. Communication is going to get muddled, more muddled. You have the card of the Sage. The Sage says life is challenging, exciting, rewarding, and it's a journey. You are here to learn from your personal experience and to teach and inspire others. With each step and lesson, you joyfully gain wisdom and develop skills to understand yourself and the plight of others. Enlighten others to pay it forward. Look, this is interesting. How do you transform the situation? We have the card of the obstacles. And in the obstacles, we have the flowers. Can you use your wisdom and knowledge and life experience that you have gained? Can you perhaps monetize it? to help others be successful. What do you know how to do that you can help others do? Can you put yourself in a mentorship role? So sometimes it's not like necessarily charging for the, so for instance, when I waited tables, we would get new waiters and I would show them the ropes. Like even after they'd come out of training, I would answer questions. I would help out. I would say, have you tried doing it this way? It's a little more efficient. Why? Because it did put money in their pocket, right, to be a better waiter. But I knew that if someone did not have a good experience at my place of work, not only would they not come back, but they would tell other people, and other people wouldn't come in at all. And so in helping them to be more successful, that gave me more opportunities to be more financially successful. So I did it partly to help them and partly to help me, and everybody was winning. Like they were making more money, I was making more money, the customers were more happy, so they were, everybody was winning. What can you do with the knowledge and the wisdom that you've gained through some difficulties? Because your ability to adapt and to change and to make these changes here is somehow the key to the situation and opening the door to success. And so someone is behaving stupidly. Let's take the word out of there. Someone could use some help. Someone could use some help. And what can you do? We have this big bag of money sitting here. Something important such as a new job or a raise. Something that you can help somebody do could lead to increase in your financial situation. You could be promoted to another level. It has to do with your ability to recognize your skills. It feels like a toolbox. They have a vase here with all these different flowers in it, right? But if you look at it like that, okay, so every time you figured out something, you happily figured out something, and it might have been a struggle to do so. But once you figured it out, now that's not an issue anymore. You're bigger, better, faster, whatever, right? And you start putting these things together. Now you don't just have one tool in your toolbox, you have a lot of them. And your wisdom, your knowledge, your skill set is valuable. Do not undersell that. So how can you, and you need to look at this from a place of how can you help others help themselves, but also it helps you. It is creating the win-win, and you're given an opportunity. So part of this, face your fears. Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to offer your services. Don't be afraid to say, hey, I can help you with that. But when you're doing it, it's not manipulative. Don't just, I can help you with that. It needs to be sincere. Okay, it does. I can help you with that. As somehow letting the boss also know that you're helping somebody with it. And it could just be because you're standing there talking to them and the boss is walking by. It could be that you're showing them your attitude of helping and mentoring. It doesn't go unnoticed, especially if you're getting results. Like if this person's improving, they're like, oh, they're getting a lot of help over there. I wonder if they can help other people. So, and don't be afraid to, when you go in for your annual review, to, when you're talking about what you've done, also, how have you helped others so that they're doing better? That all should play into how much of a raise you're getting. Don't sell yourself short. I think this family matters. It's the same thing. If you help someone in your family to improve their life, they become more self-sufficient, which also has its own payout, its own sense of success to it. So there's multiple things happening here. But where you've been able to overcome obstacles, where you've been able to see the difficulties and find a new path, find a way to do it, there's wisdom. And your wisdom is worth something to someone else besides just you. You have garnet. This is the second time that's shown up for the fire signs. Leo also had garnet. And we have rhododendite. My mental and emotional bodies are balanced. I attract nurturing people. Release heartache, grief, and sorrows of past relationships. Encourage lightheartedness and joy. Restore the balance of confidence and emotion. Where you have struggled, you have figured something out. It's worth something. And when you are willing to face your fears, you learn something about yourself, and it is something that you can help others with. It feels like a need to also be putting it back out there into the system, right? You can't just keep it all inside of yourself. And we have garnet. Garnet is very grounding. It is also it's a great stone to work with if you're looking for making money, because it's a very grounded, earthy stone. It says, I stay focused on the task at hand and accomplish my goals with creativity and determination. This energy is really permeating right now. There's a need to really be focused. First off, we have all these planets that are retrograde, right? With slowing down and or retrograde, and there's a need to really focus, right? They're personal planets, and there's outer planets doing it. And so there is all this energy of the more we can focus in on the lessons that we have learned. So what happened? How could I make it better? Or what did I learn as I'm making it better, right? So there's all this stuff that's coming into, and then really focus on greatness isn't determined by what you did in the past. It's about what you're doing right now that translates into the future. Greatness happens in the moment, in each moment. And in each moment, you can choose to be the greatest version of yourself. And when those moments come that we are not the greatest version of ourselves, then we give space and grace and we say, yeah, okay, dust ourselves off, pick ourselves back up, and start again, because that's the past now. It doesn't count anymore. The only thing the past is good, really good for, is adding more tools into that toolbox for the now moment to build the future. So I stay focused on the task at hand. I accomplish my goals and creativity, and with creativity and determination. Stop procrastinating. Increase self-motivation. Face your fears. What's holding you back? What's holding you back? What are the mountains in your life that you need to scale to get yourself to this happiness? What do you need to do? And so maybe someone is behaving stupidly, and I hate the word stupid, so behaving not at their best could be you. But don't judge yourself. Learn and grow. That's what we're here for anyway. So maintain focus, determination and success. Stay grounded and focused. Walk the path to creative success. The hammer. Anchor into the energy of what it is you really want. Right? That's focus. Look, it's like a big old arrow, and it's grounded. And it's holding things in place. And it's like, this is the spot. This is where I'm going to put my energy. So we're going to set this foundation down. And you have a lot of luck on your side right now. So look for the opportunities and the serendipities that happen. And if you are focused on your goals, you will see them float by, and you'll know which ones to snag, right? You'll know what's the ones for you. Very, very cool readings, Ed. All right, you guys take really good care of yourselves. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. Thanks for your comments and supporting this channel. I am on Facebook. Come on over and join the group. We do interesting things over there, a lot more astrology, but I also work, like we're working with Venus right now, and I have a few other ideas that are percolating that will be only over there in the group. So come and check that out. You guys take really good care of yourselves. Get focused. And don't sell yourself short. You know so much. You've learned so much. Celebrate how much smarter, wiser, stronger, more capable you have become over the past year and a half. Right? Talk to you guys again soon.